morning, guys, and welcome to Truck and Coffee. We're back at the terminal. It rained this morning, but it's not going to stop us from having a great day. Just arriving at the terminal. We're going to enter the first checkpoint. Very important, guys, just watch your speed when you're entering any terminal. 5 miles or less. We're bobtailing in. We're going to pick up our first container. We're getting to the actual checkpoint, the gate. Everything runs through an app. They'll give you a barcode. You'll scan it on the portal. They'll give you access to the terminal, location to your containers. So let's scan in and enter the terminal. Guys, the gate has opened. Entering the terminal. It's telling me row 13, which they don't have. So that's just a sign for you have to just drive up and down until you find it. So let me start looking for my container. Once I find the container, I will update you guys. Alright guys, we found a container. I just backed on in. Let's connect our cables. Check our locks. Alright guys, we check our tires, lug nuts, mud flap. We gotta put our lock, zip tie that. Our lights are working. Doors are closed, seals are intact. Same thing over here. We gotta put our locks and zip tie. So let me do that real quick. Hey guys. In this case, they parked the container so close to the other container next to it, I had to pull it out before I finalized my inspection. So, pulled it out, got me some space, finished checking my tires, lug nuts, mud flaps, landing gears up. And like always, guys, I just takes a minute, check the pin, release your brakes, pump your brakes to adjust the slacks in the trailer. Test your trailer brake. Good. And now we can exit the terminal. exiting the terminal, just like entering. You want to watch your speed, 5 miles or less. Pass your first checkpoint. Go to your next checkpoint. So just like when you're entering, everything runs through an app. So they give you a barcode to scan in, then they'll give you a location. Once you find your location and your trailer, you do your inspection. Once that's completed, they'll give you a second barcode, which is to exit the terminal. And that's what we're going to scan now. So that's the terminal. And the little red lights where you put your phone and scan the barcode. Alright guys, after you scan your barcode, once the process, the gate will open. Once the gate opens, you are free to leave the terminal. Alright guys, so this shouldn't be that bad. It's only a 100-mile drive to destination. So let me get into the highway and I will update you guys. Guys, we just beat that accident.
Exit right to exit 10, I-85.
How traffic was already building. It wasn't a bad accident. A little fender bender, but people like to watch, so they'll slow traffic down to the point where it'll stop. But we're good. That's how our traffic is looking right now, guys. Everything's moving pretty good. Hope everybody's having a good day. Most important, be safe. Let's keep on driving, guys, and I'll update you as we continue our drive. Guys, it looks like I spoke a little bit too soon. A little small accident up front. Hopefully we could get past it without too much delay.
Estimated time in traffic, 9 minutes.
Guys, we're still in the traffic. I can see the lights of the police officers, ambulance, fire department. I don't know what they are, but I can see the lights up there, so hopefully it's not shut off and we could go by and continue our drive. Once I get closer, I'll update you. Alright guys, we're still in it. It says crash ahead, amp lane closed. Okay, so we have a vehicle all the way on the right hand side. It's not even on the road, but people watching. That's the accident right there. Hopefully everybody's okay. so far it's looking good. Our delivery time is not into 10 a.m. Even with the delays and everything, we should be there 12 to 15 minutes earlier. Guys, as you can see, it's still raining. It's a little foggy and misty, but traffic is a lot better right now, so it looks good. Keep on driving, and I'll update you as we go. Alright guys, just continuing our drive. We're about 45 minutes away. Rain slowed down a little bit, so that's going to help. Traffic is moving. So let's continue our drive, and I will update it as we go. Alright guys, we're about 13 miles away. Just doing a little update of the drive. So far our drive's been good, no traffic. Guys, we're about a mile and a half away.
In 1,000 feet, turn left on US 70. East Main Street.
Old Fort.
You'll arrive in 1,000 feet.
Guys, let me check in with the guard, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, so we are here. Just waiting for this truck to pass, or door 10, so probably around the building to the back. Alright guys, we're parked. It's a live unload. So I'm just waiting for them to finish offloading and start driving back to the terminal. Driving back to the highway. Alright guys, we're about 40 minutes away from our terminal. I had to take a detour. Traffic on the highway is pretty bad, so I'm just going around it, taking some back streets. Just getting you guys an update here. Everything's looking good. Let's get to the terminal and park our container and pick up our next load. Okay, we're about 6 minutes from the terminal. Traffic is not that bad. Okay guys, we're about 6 minutes away from the terminal. Then we're gonna drop off this container and pick up our next load. I'll check back once I get to the terminal. Okay guys, we just got to the terminal. Let's go ahead and enter the terminal and go. Okay guys, entering the terminal past the first checkpoint. Now we get into the main gate. Everything works off the app, so let me scan my barcode and go from there. Okay guys, we just dropped off our container. Now we're gonna go row 6 and look for our next container. Let me find it and then we'll go from there. That's our container. I backed in, connected my lines, checked my front locks, put my landing gear up. I had to move it forward because the chassis on the back were touching, so I couldn't check the back. So I checked my tires, my lug nuts, no flats. More flaps are intact. Here you can see we need to put our locks on. This one, the locks on, we just got a zip tie. My lights are working. Doors are closed, seals are intact. Let me put my zip ties on my lock. As you can see, zip ties are on. Lock. Check my tires. Mud flats intact. All my lug nuts. Guys, anytime you're back to chassis like this, you want to pull your trailer forward. Make sure nobody goes and bump them on the other side and they'll fall. You know, so better be safe. Check your fifth wheel, make sure that pin is locked, and we're ready to go. Push in your brakes. Pump them, adjust your slacks. Let's test our trailer brake. Everything's good. Ready to go. Let's exit the terminal and go to our next delivery. Almost at the gate. Everything works through an app. It'll give you a barcode. You scan on your way in and your way out. So let me scan my barcode and exit the terminal. We just scanned our barcode. It's processing. bobtail. It just processed. Our gate open. Let's exit the terminal. Alright guys, let me get on the highway and I will update you from there. Alright guys, we left the terminal. We have about 152 miles one way to drop off our container, and then we have another 152 miles to bring back an empty container. Alright guys, we're getting on the highway. We have a little bit over 300 miles to run. So let's head to a destination, drop this container off, and grab our next load. Alright guys, we're about 23 miles away. This area here has a lot of cops, so no speeding. Okay guys, we're about 23 miles away from destination. It's a warm day today. It's about 70 degrees. Perfect weather though, compared to how it started with the rain, but that's how our drive is going so far. And I'll keep you guys updated. Alright guys, we're about 3 minutes away from destination. As soon as I pull in there, I have to go to the guard shack and check in. And from there we go and park our trailer and pick up the next load. Guys, I switched, grabbed the new trailer. We're on our way out. Gotta go check with the guard. And we're on our way back to the terminal. To the guard shack. Let's check out and head back to the terminal. Alright guys, we just switched our containers. We checked out with the guard. We're on our way back to the terminal. Got 155 miles to drive. So hopefully I could be there in about 2.5 hours. So let's get going and I'll update. Alright guys, we still got 77 miles to go. A little construction going on, but it's moving, so let's keep on trucking. Okay guys, we're about 25 miles away from our terminal. We're gonna drop and bobtail out. Just showing you some of the drive. Alright guys, we made it to our terminal.
In 1 mile, make a U-turn on our road.
About to pass the first checkpoint. Guys, like always, make sure you're under 5 miles an hour. Watch your speed. After the first checkpoint, we'll reach the main gate. That's where you'll scan your barcode to get access to the terminal. The barcode will give you now that you're approaching the main gate, scan your barcode. We'll give you a location where to drop off your container. And in this case, we're gonna bobtail out. Just scan our barcode. We're just waiting for the portal to process our entry so we can enter the terminal. Alright guys, we had to wait. Okay guys, I couldn't record because I was right by the office. Okay guys, the portal didn't read the barcode, so I had to stop, park the truck, and walk to the office to check in manually. Couldn't record that part. Basically, you just give them all the information that you give the app. And they enter it manually. So let's go ahead. Okay, we're exiting the terminal. Going to our first checkoff. And we're bobtailing out. That's it for today, guys. So thank you for watching. Stay safe. Till next time.